from West Elk.
They have wrestled once before this year, and Coop has won it. Coop is an excellent wrestler. He's a takedown artist. He also pins a lot. He's wrestling in a program that was started in 1988 or 86, somewhere in there. It's a very young program, and he's probably he is absolutely the best wrestler they've had come out of there. He comes into this tournament 29-1, I believe it is, or into this match. But his only loss has been to a two-time state champion from Barnhold, Oklahoma. So the fact that he's lost is not really a mark against him.
And they're off the mat. 1:18 on the clock. We're in the first period. And it looks like we have a injury timeout. Maybe a bloody nose. Chad Coop looks like he might have... No, it looks like it might have scraped his forehead.
Yeah, and they were checking the top of Lay's head to make sure he wasn't cut, so it could be they felt like somebody they'd run into each other and got some blood. If it's a blood problem, there's no timeout charged for it. Okay, we're ready to go.
No, it's his eye, right under his eye.
It is, isn't it?
I think he might have two cuts, actually. I think right at the top of his hairline, and then under his eye, under his left eye, there seems to be a scrape.
I would guess, having watched Coop wrestle before, he's indicating he's going to use the optional start. He's probably going to turn him loose and go for another takedown. That's his style. That's exactly what he did. Notice how he kicks that one leg back to make sure the guy doesn't turn around and grab it. Very powerful wrestler here, very powerful individual, and does a good job with these takedowns. Takes him down to the back. And he's going for that pin. Got him.
It's going to be close here.
Right where he wants him.
He's got some time, 55 seconds on the clock in the first period, but they'll break it up.
Okay, we've got a time stop for the headgear replacement. We'll probably see Coop turn him loose again and try for another takedown because he has 52 seconds left.
We've got an exciting match going on, just 52 seconds, 7-1 the score. Chad Coop from West Elk has a lead over Matt Lay of Douglas, and you're right, he will let him up.
Coop came here last year, lost in the semifinals 5-4 to the eventual state champ from Lincoln, Tom Schmeidler. We have a takedown and an escape given there, so Coop's right back where he likes to be.
9-3 the score actually here. Chad Coop over Matt Lay.
But Coop wound up last year, I believe, placing 3rd or 4th.
Again, that bleeding interfering with Coop's vision, I believe. He's getting his blood in his eye, and they're going to try and slow that down and see some concerned fans there. I don't think it's a very severe cut, but it's in an awkward position.
Well, the rules in wrestling now, though, say that if there's any blood, they got to take care of it because of the problems with blood injuries and that sort of thing that could occur. So anytime you find blood now, you're going to have somebody over there trying to get the blood off and get it stopped.
Exciting match so far. 25 seconds left in the first period. 9-3 the score. Chad Coop of West Elk over Matt Lay of Douglas. We're in the 172-pound weight class. It's 3-2-1A State Wrestling Championship action from Gross Memorial Coliseum on the campus of Fort Hays State University. You're watching and enjoying the action on KOOD, KSWK, Smoky Hills Public Television. We certainly have no complaints about the wrestling action so far this afternoon. Just been fantastic. And they're really trying to get that abrasion, that cut, washed off. There must be quite a bit of blood flowing. It looks like they're trying to get it wiped off and cleaned off. You can see it starting to move down his cheek a little bit. So it might be a pretty good cut there under his left eye, under Chad Coop's left eye. We'll get things started again. 22 seconds on the clock.
Back in for the takedown again.
Yeah, Coop looking for that takedown. He might get it.
He's got it. Got to come back around behind.
11-3 the
He'll
score.
Stay on it now. He'll stay on it now till the end of the period. This is just the first period, folks.
Yeah. Time runs out in that first period. They're off the mat, but I believe time had run out. It does indeed. 11-3 the score. Chad Coop over Matt Lay. We're ready to go into just the second period.
Matt Lay's taking bottom again. try to score from there. Coop will probably turn him loose. He's indicating he's going to use that optional start. So
Chad Coop, certainly an aggressive wrestler, and Matt Lay looks like he might be a little bit winded.
Well, it's hard to keep fighting those takedowns when they're coming in at you like that, and they're working. So, of course, Coop gets another one. That makes it 13-4. He's going to go to try for the pin this time. He's got him on his back and getting the count. There he's got him locked up again. He could have a pin here.
Looks very close.
But Lay's fighting it well. Lay's fighting it well.
The viewers at home have a better angle on it than we do, but it looks like it's very close to being a pin. Chad Coop certainly in control.
Lay's got it out of there, though. He's been able to turn and put it out there. So we got a 16-4 match now. That's a 12-point lead for Coop. And we got to fix a headgear.
Matt Lay certainly not giving up without a struggle. The abrasion, the cut under Chad Coop's left eye seems to be under control right now. I noticed the officials keeping an eye on it.
If you've never done it, fighting that pin, fighting off your back is one of the most strenuous things that you can do. And
it wears you down fast.
You better believe it. That takes a lot of energy to do that, especially against somebody as strong as Coop is. And, of course, Lay is strong, too, but those muscles require a lot of oxygen, and it really wears you out.
50 seconds left in the second period. 16-4 the score. Chad Coop over Matt Lay.
We see Coop now is going to continue to try to turn for a while before he goes back to his takedown strategy. I have a feeling we may see him go back to that. But right now he's content to try to stay on the mat and see if he can turn him again.
172-pound weight class. Chad Coop of West Elk and Matt Lay of Douglas. 20 seconds left in the second period. 16-4 the score in favor of Coop.
He's getting into that lap saddle ride to try to turn him there, and of course Lay is able to get off the mat and keep anything bad from happening to him.
Just 11 seconds left on the clock now.
Coop came in last year at 160 pounds. He's up to 172. As I mentioned earlier, Lay came last year but did not place, or I think I mentioned that. Maybe I didn't. But both good wrestlers, but Coop definitely in control at this point.
We're just in the second period, under 10 seconds left. Two minutes.
Coop has his choices
left in this match.
We'll probably see him take. What? Is he taking down? Yeah, he's taking down. I would have thought we might see him take neutral, but he's decided to go down and try to score from there.
Well, Matt Lay really looking winded now as we start the third period. 16-4. He's down by 12.
Nice set out and turn in there by Coop to get the escape. Takedown now finishes as a technical fall. Unless he takes him straight to his back, then they would let him try to pin him.
$17-4 the score. 1:25 on the clock, third period. Matt Lay running out of time.
And there we have our takedown by Coop, which ends the match in a technical fall at 19-4.
19-4, the final score for Chad Coop from West Elk, who will be our champion in the 172-pound weight class. Gets our first technical fall this end of the bracket.
Talked to Coop's coach last night, and he said he would like to go on and wrestle at a major college. And I'll tell you what, if you're coaching a major college and you're not interested, you must have some awful good wrestlers around. He's good hand.
Fifth place medal winner from Oxley High School, Eric
You're watching 321A State Wrestling Championships from Gross Memorial Coliseum on the campus of Fort Hays State University. For KOOD KSWK Bunker Hill, I'm John Berlew alongside of Fred Scott. We'll be back with the exciting action right after this quick timeout.
Local production and broadcast costs of the 1995 321A State Wrestling Championships are funded in part by